Hey everyone, my name is Nancy. So we've reached the end of the abstinence project, and I definitely will say I learned a lot about myself. I will say that this project definitely has opened my eyes to how much coffee that I had been drinking and how easily it is for me to slip back into that habit. The process itself was pretty good. I went through it. I was dedicated at first about, totally gonna give up drinking coffee. And then some things happened towards the end of the full project, and I kind of reverted back to drinking coffee. I will be completely honest. But I mean, like I said, it was a project and things happen and life happens. So I definitely am giving myself grace. Um, The second question is, how is your post-treatment behavior change similar to your wellness plan? I definitely have taken time to think more about before I drink coffee. I kind of, ask myself, is it worth it? Do I really need it? Why am I drinking coffee? Is it really just for social aspect of it or not? So I definitely plan, to continue that post this project. But I will say definitely situational factors played into me, going back to drinking coffee. I had a 10-hour road trip that I caved and got coffee for. I was working on call, so I definitely grabbed a coffee just so I could stay awake. So those definitely influenced, how I carried out the rest of this project. Other than that, everyone that I've been around was very supportive. They were like, okay, if you're giving up coffee, we don't have to go do that. We can go get something else. So they definitely were supportive in that aspect. And one of the main, one of the greatest supports that I had was really just my family being like, it's easy if you want to go get coffee, but do you want to prove it to yourself? Do you want to prove it to your classmates or whoever that you could do this? Like I said, unfortunately, life happened, so I wasn't able to prove everyone that I could do it fully, but I definitely will say I did cut back a lot on my coffee consumption. Overall, I would say that my experience or progress would be probably a 6. I wish it was higher, but like I said, after that road trip and then after being on call, it was just so much to deal with. So I definitely reverted back to drinking the coffee. But like I said, I'm giving myself grace and, understanding that things happen that are kind of out of your control. And I'm sorry, but I would much rather drink coffee to stay awake than not drink a coffee just to say that I didn't have a drink or didn't drink coffee that day in order to prove a point. So at the end of the day, it was fine. I mean, I really haven't gone overboard with drinking coffee since then. So overall, I'm pretty proud of myself. I do wish, like I said, that life hadn't happened and that I could have been I went the whole 8 weeks with no coffee. But at the end of the day, it's just about giving yourself grace.